Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the journey to this in finding the spirit within. This is Steve Henry. He is the guide along the journey. I'm Diann. Hi, Steve.
Hey, but you know, it's a continuing journey. In other words, I mean, that first time you do that introduction, I think you ought to cut it. Say, hey, Steve, let's go. No. Yeah, and then get a little more talking time. Oh, I got it back. Well, I see what's wrong. Let me change it. Wait a minute. Okay, so now back to me and your fact. No, we're gonna do that. Let me show you what you need to do here now. Y'all got to see the thing is changing. In other words, the whole outside is about to pass. You see the growing pains, you know, things is happening. Now, the people who follow that Facebook page, they see it. Because what's happening, the things are being revealed out there. Here's how it's done. When you see something here, you got to have something to get back inside. You can't open up nothing to go out there. You can't set up no business there. You got to do something like Facebook in it. You got to do something to just, the knowledge of it, or take somebody back inside themselves. Ain't no material thing, it's the spiritual things that count. The material things is cast out in the world. You can't bring them back. You understand what I'm saying? The material things is all the things you see around you. They were brought from inside here. They can't come back. So now, but I went all the way past the whole thing. It's inside of you, ain't that not outside of you? But everything in there. But it's in this exact same spot that you in right now. But now see you peeping the door, thinking about all that bullshit outside of you. Forget about that. Where is it going? Every time you go back to it from leaving here, it's right there, right? And it's, after a while, it really is way back there. Because you got to catch up to right now. It's a spirit inside of you. You ain't gonna stay one step away from right now and be there too. You know that ain't possible, right? Things exactly where it is, and when you're there, it's yours, right? Yeah. But if you don't go there, how they gonna be yours? How you gonna see them? They won't obey you. It's a spirit. I don't give a damn what it is when you want it. If you don't go get the spirit, do you want it? Because it's only that first one gonna be tricky for you because you can't, you've been going around expecting something, ain't none of that nothing. Oh, that's your distraction. That's the temptations of the world. It's outside of your skin, how it's gonna be something. You can't get it back inside. It can be, I don't care who, your mama, your baby, or whatever. The real one of that same one is on the inside. And if they can't themselves get rid of those things on the inside of them, how is it gonna get out from in there? Can't nothing move or change. You can sit there and wait and imagine and pray all you want to. Can't nothing change. And if you take another step, the background got to change also. Ain't it? Yeah. When you go down the highway and you see the mile markers counting, you still see fence and signs and trees and all that kind of shit. But they be in different shapes. They don't be the same ones. They can't move, can't nothing move. They fixed in place. They out in the world. Nothing out in the world can move. You know, that pink flower gonna always be a pink flower. If it was ever there, how's it gonna change? All the things are fixed in place outside. It's the inside where you must move through them. How you don't know that? If you learn to speak the English language and you stayed right there, what damn good would that do you? And they just like not learning it?
What you mean?
You got to use it, right?
Okay.
So when you how you got something you can't use, and that's a liar. That ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't no lies on the inside of you. Everything in there you can use from being in there. And the only way to be inside there, you got to know everything in there. Does that make sense to you?
No.
Yeah, because in order for you to get in the inside of your own self, the only place you got to be that God had created for you to be inside your skin. Everything in there you got to know if you're inside of it. You ain't gonna be able to get in there no other kind of way. It's you. And what's in there is what's in there. What's not in there is out in the world. And nothing can move or change. You get it yet? I mean, I got plenty more.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, but I have to get it. I hear
Get the point across. Look, you can't be in two places. You can go anywhere you want to. But you ain't gonna stay nowhere and go somewhere too. You ain't gonna stay on the outside where you've been going around and around and around and come to the inside too where you ain't never been. And you ain't gonna be coming in now unless you coming by something that's way different from yours, because you got to know every single thing there is inside there. Can't nobody believe in it, show you how to get into something where you got to know everything there. It's got to be somebody who know how to count to 1 trillion. They can show you how to count there. Not the one who believe he can, and you'll find out in the next life. Ain't no damn next life. If you don't work your way through this one, shit, ain't nobody in there but you. Ain't nobody here to be nobody's boss. We all got the same damn thing. But if you don't go out and collect now, the other person do, y'all won't be at the same level. I ain't talking about working. As you bring things out, every time you bring something out, you raise up to a higher level. But if you don't never bring nothing out, you go around and around and around and hope and pray for something in the next life. I don't know how the hell you come about that, but I mean, I guess people do crazier things. See, your concern out there is getting back in. You ain't nothing you gonna find out there gonna get you back in, right?
Okay, right.
Well, if it's out there, well, if you ain't back in with it now,
Are you blocked?
it's out there now. Everybody who ain't got their thing like Whitney Houston them got put it where you can call them to Google and they show you what they do. They fucked up. What they gonna do? They told you somebody's gonna come and show you the whole thing. How they gonna show it to you out in the world? It ain't out there. You have to come away from there by using the things you see here. You know they ain't got. Write it down and go out there and insert it in the ground like a seed. You see how you put your seed? I said, Dianne, set up the thing. Like you in it, and that's it. It's on you. Whatever you do, anywhere you go, that's gonna be what it is. But anything you want to know, you ask me, you know what I tell you. But I can't see what's inside of you. But if you call me and say, hey, I got 2 here and 2 not here on this thing here, just me and your winner. You call me. You gonna be talking about something else. You can't know nothing about this. You know, you can't, because it's way down the road. But it's a spot inside of you. You have to move over to it. You don't learn it, and then people out in the world, they're out there because they think you got to learn. I know because I've been working with them all my life. Right among them, working with the people saying, you're supposed to learn nothing. And when you learn something, you go with it. You don't, if you learn to be the carpenter, how the hell are you gonna stay there at the same thing? You got to go offshore in that same thing to make it spread, or you ain't got no good, right? Oh, this is the same thing. I show you how to do something, you still make it spread, it's gonna do you good because it's got to come from somebody. Me and you talking here. It's coming from your house, ain't nobody else's. So this, you and Glenn, you can't be seen here. Everybody has got a spot with that, just like the numbers. We got our own damn, we adopt that spirit and we use the numbers. We don't do nobody else. You can't see inside of nobody else. Everything for you is where? Over there in somebody else's damn business or in you? Everything for you is inside of you, and you outside of you. Isn't that strange? But it's the truth. You're inside of you, you can't make nothing. You got to set what God put inside of you out. But you got to throw all that away. Now you got to come to my spot. Ain't gonna be none of yours, ain't no place for your thing to go. So you can get something from here to open the door for somebody else. It'll change it because you can't jump from where you are. You know that's gonna be a little difficult, right? If you can't see what Jeff Bezos is doing right now inside of himself, how you gonna get a toothpick can't come to the planet unless it be on the other side of Jeff Bezos. Right? Whoever bought the newest thing that come to this planet, yeah. Whatever come here next got to be on the other side. Like going out in the numbers. So when you started this, it's on the other side of them. You know that, right? It's there. It's a real thing in the cloud, and it's on the other side of them. So all of them got to be included in it, right? Because the further you get up the line, you so far, all those things under you is you master them, right?
Okay.
And you follow me though? You see it?
Yeah.
You know that, but you do realize now we're not talking with school children, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we've been coming a long journey on this thing. We just find another outlet to get people from another character. Because it has to have steps, 12 steps as you go. All them windows have to be filled, at least one in each of those. And we've been in the house. That temple is what's building. You got to fit into this. It ain't gonna go outside this spot. Anybody can't go into this. The people who done things, they know they don't need none of that. They just need to see it. Because they know how they got a window to go inside of themselves. Even when from the cloud. They in it. They're in the heavens when they're in the clouds. That's clouds of the heavens. They got whatever they were doing, it's way better than it was when it was there with it. Because it's theirs. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's yeah. I'm showing something to the character of the people who've been. I got to spread it out because I see the things happen. As I see them happen, I know what to put out there. So I got to kind of groom the people. Look, you got to. Ain't none of that stuff out there though damn good. You got to find all the things in creation inside of you yourself, and the only way you can get in there, you got to come in with somebody else. You got to be, ain't nothing not you even dreamed of ever gonna be inside of you. Everything you know, that's what's in there, and everything in there is the truth. So you ain't nothing you dreamed of gonna be found inside of you, period. You forget about all that. You ain't gonna lose that. Go inside of you, and once you see, then you can show them. But how you gonna show them without going in yourself? If you keep doing the alphabet, you keep doing the alphabet, you keep doing the alphabet. Now you got an alphabet station, but if you could have went on down to the reading and writing, you could taught people how to read because you would know how to do it, right? Yep. But if you don't never go and do it yourself, how can you be good at them?
Can't be.
But if you got a heart for the people, you see they're blind. Because you see them knowing all their life, they expecting that's gonna work. And you say, how the hell that's gonna ever work? If you were there yesterday and it wasn't doing it, and you gonna stay there till it work, that makes sense to you. But apparently it makes sense to a bunch of them. If it was there yesterday and you were still looking for it, that don't make no kind of sense to me. I don't see it. Can't nothing change. If I can understand, if one single thing I can ever think of it ever changed, I ain't never seen a single thing change. Everything where it is. You have to move throughout the thing. That stuff out in the world, that can't be no damn good. Spend your time inside of you. Your house is inside of you. And shine your light. We're going to shine somebody else's light out there? No. That makes sense. Even if you were going to shine somebody else's light, and you got to do it from there. Now, if you were going to shine like Michael Jackson, like, you got to be playing the damn guitar or something while he playing. You got to be doing the part while he shining the light, right? Okay. You in the light, yeah, for everything. When somebody had a thing, everybody, it's only two sides here. The people on the inside are all working together. It don't match with the people on the outside. And the outside is going to pass away. It tells you when you see all these things happen, all that stuff that we doing now, that's Christ's foundation. We're passing through it. He said the thing way back, it can't move, can't nothing move. But you can't stay there until something happens. You got to pass through it. That's the foundation. You got to start from the foundation going the other way. You ain't going to outrun this Facebook page unless you come straight to me. I'll put you right in the damn car in a few minutes. Just do something. It's going to be new. You're doing it. When you see something from here, you write a damn book or something. Yes. They don't know it. You got to make it fit them. I don't know how they is out there. But I just know if you're going to do something, you got to try to think of all the things that people might not know they can't get across. Because once you get on something for a while, shit, it lines up inside of you because that's where it's at. That's why when you practice something, you know it. You don't practice it, you don't know it. Ain't that right? All right. If you're going to do the Gettysburg Address, you think you're going to do it without practice?
Probably not.
You got to practice it. When you see the people do everything, you think they don't do it. You think they're going to be able to do it without practice?
Your audio broke up a minute. What you say?
I say to play basketball. You think they're going to be able to do it without practicing?
Probably not, no.
You going to be able to drive without practicing?
Probably not.
Probably. Diann, anything you don't practice, you ain't never going to be able to do.
Okay. Okay.
Stuff around is going to be a stranger to you. How you going to be able to do it?
Yes.
But by practicing it, you got to go away from where you was and be in a different area. You can't change the things outside. It's the inside. You got to know how to do the karate on the inside, right?
Okay.
It ain't no good if you know how to do it out there. That's in your mind. But when you do it inside, oh, wait a minute, I got this for you.
You better stick to karate.
But anyway, yeah. Yeah, but Diann, now, I won't beat you up. Why don't you just come over here so you can... Hey, I was just joking. I ain't gonna beat you up. Come over here, let me show you something so you can go back and show them. See, because then you'll see I'm on the other side of them people. How can I, look, you on the other side of them out there, the rest of them ain't got a damn job. And I can't beg one to pick up a damn microphone and let me talk to them. So they want, I don't know what the fuck wrong with them. I just throw my hands up. But anyway, but you can do it now. Yeah, I hate to do this to you, but it's the greatest thing in the world. Just just go to the beginning, it'll open up to you. We come from the same damn tree. Then you can help them, because I done tried it so many years and I can't come back. If I go on the other side of Jeff Bezos and them open up my thing and die something behind the hill, I wouldn't have no connection without you. I can't even give them the damn. I said, let me just give you the damn Facebook. Won't nobody take it. You won't even take it. You ain't got to know nothing about it. But I don't know the shit. All I have to do what I come to the planet to do. Show people how to do shit. You know? And if you want to know how I want to make what you already know to be something, what am I supposed to do with that? If you don't know it's something that you already know, if it ain't working, it ain't worth a damn. I don't care who promised to you. If it ain't working right now, how's it worth a damn? Anything you can't do right now, it ain't worth a damn to you. Is it? There's only one time in creation, it's right now. Anything ain't happening right now. Can it ever do anything in creation? No. It's impossible. There's only one time. The Bible, everybody says the time is now. And right now, you in that spot inside of you. Now, if you trade that for the young and the restless or whatever, that's you, right? Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry none at all. Hey, look, everything is in doctrine. If you find a place where doctrine is, you ain't got all the spirits of the ones who done it is inside of you. They do it. You don't go out and learn to be no carpenter. You find it. Whatever doctrine you follow, when you see it, if you see my way of carpentry, we doing two of the same thing, right?
Mhm.
If you show it to somebody, we doing three of the same thing, right? Then the other one got to come up, and that's how it has to go. When you see how to do something, you show it to somebody. Now, when it's there and they show it to you, you got to be there anymore.
No.
When you set up the store and you call your son and say, "Son, I'm in this store," you got to be there anymore. Can't you go out and do another one and call your daughter?
Mhm.
And them two together, ain't they gonna push you up a step higher? Well, wait a damn minute. You see that graph number? I think it's part of the 4. That temple thing where I spoke on it with the thing. You are no, the ones where I was sure with got the dark spots, the 1 and 2 where the I say, you go up step by step. You got to go up step by step. You remember that? I don't want to see it, but I'm referring to it.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to see it. I want to refer to it. Well, anyway, the one that goes step, because it's on there for whoever, because you're a teacher. You know how when you showing somebody something, some of them get it right off the bat, and then the others get it average, and then some they just can't get it. You have to go over there and straighten them out. You know, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They all don't get it. Everybody don't. It's very rarely when you see two people get it exactly the same or the same time, you kind of think they cheated, didn't
Mm, it depends, but yeah.
you? Yeah, because we all see things differently. We all like me and you. There ain't nobody on the planet can ever be inside of our window except from them to you. How else you gonna see it from here in this character to you? Okay, now and when they see it, it ain't gonna be in this same window. Because we all different. We all see things, but together we all see the same thing. Everybody on the inside come out to make the world better, because take the thing out, then they won't be inside, Then they can go to the cloud. And now, y'all the characters of the world. The things in the world got to stay out there. Y'all didn't bring them. But you got to change away from out there. The book told you had to change away from out there. You got to go back into the inside. It's inside of you. It's not outside. You got your own pace. This is your way. But as it goes out, different characters throw different, it'd be the same thing. You come from the same, other words, we're inside the gospel truth, just like this English language. But we all see the same thing in our own windows inside of us, right?
Mhm.
And nobody, you only can see by what's inside of you. You can't put nothing in there. When you go to that spot, what you see there, what you think is just a coincidence? You think it's a coincidence when you go to the numbers that you see numbers there?
No.
Okay, everything that way, right? Anyway, my mask falling. It looked like my time ran out, right?
It is. Let's see. Today's scripture is Mark 13. Okay.
I'm out of here, sis. Appreciate it.
All right.
I love to talk.
I know. Bye.
Anytime.
Chapter 13. And as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples saith unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here. And Jesus answering said unto him, Seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled? And Jesus answering them began to say, Take heed lest any man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled. For such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten. And you shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. And the gospel must first be published among all nations. And when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak, neither do ye premeditate. But whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye. For it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Ghost. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son. And children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains. And let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein to take anything out of his house. And let him that is in the field not turn back again for to take up his garment. But woe to them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. And pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation which God created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. And then if any man shall say to you, Lo, here is Christ, or Lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Christs and false prophets shall rise, and shall show signs and wonders, to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of a house cometh, at even or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
Thank you. Have a good evening.